You're gonna want to see this next bit. It is nasty. Let's get up here without falling. I've fallen off this thing before. It's not fun. Don't know how I can position you. Pretty thick. Normally I like to grease in the afternoon when the machine's good and hot. It takes grease a whole lot better. But I did not have the grease gun yesterday. I use a Ultraplex EP in July 2. It calls for an EP2 grease, and I just have to ensure that the bearings in the mulcher have a drop point of 550. This more than meets the EP2 standard, so we just use a higher grade grease overall. A lot easier to keep it all one grease. The standard drop point for the EP2 grease, which is the same brand Chevron that we were running, it's like 220 or something like that. It's like a 220 drop point. This is 500, and a lot of times the blue greases will have a washout prevention, kind of some sort of additive or something. It's good for those bearings, because sometimes with the trees and moisture and stuff, you'll get a washout there, bearing washout. You don't want that. I will say this is one of the best things ever, is this lock and lube. This thing is incredible. I got 2 of them. I tried to get like a Flexzilla one of the off-brand ones, and it's not the same. This thing right here is awesome. They're not a sponsor or anything, of course, but they're really good. This is the Shearex HM70DR, the DR being the door. I would honestly recommend not getting a door. Honestly, even if you're in residential applications, a good operator is going to be able to control the kind of flow of the material. Overall, a really good mulching head. We've had one of these tool holders break off, but they warranted it and took care of it. We were really in the middle of nowhere when it happened, so we don't know what happened with it. I'm trying to find which one it was. I might see it. There it is. See the one that's different than the others? It's got that bolt. That one doesn't. Yep. They did a good job. They lined these fins up. You can see, I think, yeah, I think you can still kind of see that this one got pushed out a fair bit. I always like to check these for cracks, especially after that happened once. But you know, it looks really good. It's definitely hit some really hard material, such as you know, bodock, ironwood. Those sorts of species are generally pretty stout, pretty tough species of wood. You'll see us hit some pretty large ones. I go ahead and pull these out because it's only going to do damage to those pins. But if you just open it up in the morning, generally it'll make it long enough to go through the whole day. I think that's about it for the morning. Let's see if we can see the sunrise. I tell you, Mississippi is one of the most beautiful states. I don't know if that helped any. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'd say that's one of the better things about mulching. Getting up early, see the sunrise. It's kind of cool outside. Cool summer air. cool morning, summer air. Middle of the day, not so cool. All right, well, we'll get started. think it looks pretty good over here. Customer doesn't want it, you know, too extremely detailed. We've got a lot of acreage to cover, so we got to keep moving. But the material is not too bad, you know, hand for scale. Cleared out this little grove through here. You see we've got more to do in the back. And over here there's a ditch here, and then there's a ditch across there as well. All right, that looks pretty good. For the disc, for what it is, I think you did good right here. You left the right size stuff for me to come back and kind of clear out. It's actually not that wet. I thought it was going to be a whole lot more wet than it actually was.
I will say, be careful. I did all this with the drum on.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well, that's why it looks good.
I've been working on that other side.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Be careful. If you come back around, of course there's a creek. I know he had a creek up here, but
should be a whole, like, not a lake, but
there is
pond. Should be a pond back here.
From where we're at, it's to our northeast.
Yeah, it's pretty thick through here. Yeah, this looks more like a disc came through here.
I did. This part was drum walk, so I wasn't throwing stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
steady.
Somewhat thin now, but everything's so thick. The further you go north, the thicker it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But you go all the way in where I cut, I made a trail on the edge of that creek. I didn't get too close. But
well, up north looks pretty fun. Up north looks good. It looks pretty good for the disc. It's just when it cuts in the center, it just pushes it down instead of sucking it in. Probably just had to sharpen those teeth. But well, the disc mulcher's probably out of the question for the rest of the day. That looks pretty bad. That looks good. Nice long pass through there.
Yeah, what I did yesterday.
Man, this is perfect. This is beautiful mulching.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
on this side. What I did yesterday is clean this trail all the way out, up and down.
Yeah.
And then I started going through the trees, cleaning.
Yeah. That was my thought, is coming through here and getting some of this stuff like kind of like that size and leaving stuff like that.
I didn't know exactly what size, so I got
a lot of the small I'm thinking anything around 6-8 inches and under. 6 to 8 inches, kind of discretion. If it's a really hard 8, don't take it. If it's a soft 8, I'd probably take it. But I mean, just this area it's so pretty through here, man.
Especially over on getting around that creek.
Yeah.
There's
huge burdock trees. I've seen some of the biggest burdock trees I've ever seen on the planet over here. I mean, this should be a certified burdock farm.
None of these that are on this side compared to the two that are over there.
You're talking about even that big one up there?
You can't wrap it.
Jesus.
Halfway around it. It's massive.
Jeez.
There's two of them right next to each other like that.
Well, we just got to get back there and look at them. Welcome back to the Ground Pounders Forestry Mulching channel. Today I've got something really special for you guys. Look at that. Satisfying forestry mulching compilation coming up, guys. This is gonna be so beautiful.